Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's Friday. It finally got here. And there's certainly a lot of questions in the marketplace. Overnight prices are a little bit higher. I think in the bean market, we're doing two things. Number one, we're adding a little weather premium because of dryness in Brazil and some wet weather in Argentina. We also see in some of the markets hope that sometime soon, the U.S. and China will come to some kind of trade agreement. There is some talk or rumors or tweets or whatever you want to call them that the President of the United States may be under some pressure right now to come up with some kind of deal. As far as the corn market is concerned, it continues to be in a trading range, kind of stuck here with farmers selling above the market and consumer buying below the market. And as far as the wheat market is concerned, we continue to see talk that there might be a little bit higher global wheat prices because of some concern about Argentina quality because of the wet weather there. And also because the USDA, if they come out with a report, could show a record low number of wheat acres planted this year by winter wheat farmers here in the United States. We also note that Russian prices continue to inch higher, which makes them less competitive for world trade. And right now, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of new sales out of Russia by buyers. So the question is, number one, do they need to buy wheat? And number two, if U.S. prices are competitive, will they come in and buy U.S. Wheat? Technically speaking, beans and meal yesterday traded over some moving average resistance level, which is supportive on a momentum standpoint. Corn and wheat are testing those same kind of levels, so we'll see if we have enough energy to push through those prices. We did see a private estimate overnight of the Brazil soybean crop down to 116 million tons versus the USDA's 122, and a lot of numbers around 120. We also note that the bond market is actually pricing in a 2018 U.S. interest rate cut. And so does that weigh on the dollar? And does that help the stock market? So that's quite a bit of a change in just a very short period of time when the Fed raised rates in December. We also saw there was a Reuters poll out yesterday. Again, these polls, you don't know who they're asking and anything like that, but it suggested a 40% chance of a recession in the United States in 2019. Our weather guy, lastly, is kind of downplaying some of these concerns about South America. He thinks there's enough scattered showers around central Brazil to grow a good crop. The dryness could extend more into the northeast part of Brazil, where only 10% of the soybean crop is grown. And in Argentina, he feels that the flooding rains are north of the key growing areas. And we did note yesterday that the Argentina came out and said that 41% of the soybean crop was rated good to excellent versus 51 last year, 51 last year and 31 last week. So it's interesting when you look at Argentina, their problem is wet weather, whereas last year as you were going forward, the problem was dry weather. And so their crop rating has continued to slide lower last year at this time because of the dry weather. So they said that Argentina has about 87% of their corn crop planted versus 78 last year. And all in all, a lot of balls in the air, which means, number one, trade volume remains relatively low as people are not willing to place a bet on things. As far as the farmer is concerned, if we get close to the $9.50 price in nearby beans, I would be a seller. Just like a $3.90 in D's corn. You got to get up into the $5.50, maybe $5.60 area to be a seller of wheat right now. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.